The purpose of this video is to share a few tips to make saddling quick and pleasant for everyone. Personally, I do not feel good if I have to mount a horse that cannot bear being touched by a blanket or a saddle. The first step in educating a horse to be saddled peacefully is to get it used to the pad or to the blanket. Method is the same, whatever your type of riding. It is also the same if you want to start a colt or fix a problem horse. Stand in front of your horse, holding it by the leading rope. Never let your horse tied up during the education process. Let it smell and touch the pad. Then move to its flank and approach the blanket gently. Touch your horse's back and rub it with the blanket. Pretty soon it will make the connection between the pad and a good rubbing. Remember to release pressure, in that case rubbing the pad over your horse's back, as soon as you observe a clear sign of relaxation. Once your horse accepts the pad, increase the level of pressure by tapping the blanket over its back until it gets relaxed. Now that the pad is accepted, you should do the same with the saddle. Let your horse smell it and touch it, then bring it to its flank and put it gently over its back. Shake slowly the saddle until you can observe one of these relaxation signs and release pressure. Take the saddle off. Repeat the process and do not forget to pet your horse a lot. Last, but certainly not least, it is time to cinch up or to tighten the girth. Reach for it without precipitation, but do not be hesitant neither. Cinch up gently, slowly, and do not pull hard at the beginning. Wait for a relaxation sign and release the girth. Repeat the process until your horse is fine with the cinch. To make sure your horse is okay with the saddling process, and not only with one saddle, you should change from time to time. Take a new saddle, repeat the process, and your horse will be ready for mounting. Some horses can be very suspicious toward all this tack. The process is not different than presented before. It is just a matter of patience and timing. Leave some time to your horse. You should never be in a rush when dealing with horses. Let your horse come to you, come to the pad or to the saddle. It will wear this tack for about 20 years. It deserves 20 minutes if necessary to get used to it. Eventually, your horse will accept the pad or the blanket, and you will be able to move toward its flank and resume the education process as described earlier. If it keeps moving around you, just keep walking nicely with the pad until you can lay it down its back. Finally, most of the time, if you have been patient enough with the pad or the blanket, the saddle will not be a problem.
Vidéo.